Hello, everyone. Welcome to Everything Football and welcome 9 prediction show. 9 weeks down the line already. Here are the game week 9 fixtures. I'm currently losing in the prediction show. I'm actually losing 5-3 to the experts. I started the season very poorly. I actually started the season just like Arsenal. HJ90 is an Arsenal fan. I started the season just like Arsenal with 3 defeats in a row. But I picked it up with a couple of victories. But recently, I've lost another couple of games. But I'm hoping to pull it back to 5-4 this week. So HJ90 is the guy I am going to go up against this week. How are you, man?
I'm good, bro. We've got some interesting games this week, some big fixtures, especially for Arsenal, but also for United and Liverpool as well.
Absolutely. So let's hope you don't make it 6-3 and I make it 5-4. So as usual, the rules, you get 3 points if you get a correct score. So if you predict 3-3 and it ends in a 3-3, you get all 3 points. If you predict a 2-2 but the game ends in a 1-1 or a 7-7, you get 1 point for still predicting a draw. And obviously at the end, I have a couple of bonus questions where you get 1 bonus point for the first question and 5 bonus points if you get the last question. So amazingly, the first game of the week is going to be Arsenal against Aston Villa. Arsenal recently drawing with Crystal Palace and Aston Villa throwing away a 2-goal lead against Wolves in the derby last week. What do you expect from this one?
I'm worried. I'm genuinely worried. Arteta's record against Dean Smith is torrid, just to say the least. It's rubbish. We've lost the last 3 against them. And in this fixture last season, I remember coming on your channel and it wasn't fun. Trust me. It was yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna say 3-1 Villa. I'm not confident.
Wow, 3-1 Villa.
Especially the way we've been playing. I just can't see anything but a 3-1.
Okay, I guess this is why I could beat you because I'm going to go for Arsenal 2, Aston Villa 1. Funny enough, Aston Villa have beaten Arsenal 4 times in a row. So it's going to be really hard, but I'm just going to go for Arsenal 2, Aston Villa 1, just because it's a home game and Aston Villa 3 away, a 2-goal lead the other day. That's just the reason. But obviously, you could be right. It could be a draw. You could both fail, but I'm going to go for 2-1 Arsenal. The next game, the early kickoff on Saturday, Chelsea against Norwich. Chelsea against Malmo. On Wednesday night, they picked up a couple of injuries. Van and Lukaku will be out. Do you think they'll struggle against Norwich?
No, I think they'll be fine. I think Chelsea will definitely be fine. Yesterday, against Malmo was very easy for them, but they struggled against Brentford last week. I thought Brentford played really well, but unluckily, Brentford lost that game to Chelsea. But I think Norwich, looking at the table, they are rock bottom of the league, and they drew 0-0 to Brighton. So yeah, the Brighton are a good team, and they still put up a fight. But I'm saying 3-0 Chelsea.
3-0 Chelsea. I think Chelsea's defense is quite good, but I don't think they'll score that many goals. So I'm going to go for Chelsea 2, Norwich 0. So 1 less goal than you. So the next game will be Everton against Watford. The 3 p.m. kickoffs, one of the games at 3 p.m. Everton against Watford. What are you going for?
Yeah, both teams lost last week. 1-0 for West Ham against Everton, and Watford got slapped by Mo Salah and Firmino last week, which wasn't good for them. But I think Everton are the better team in this one. They've started the season quite well despite the loss against West Ham. But again, Watford on their day, they got good players that can cause problems. That striker they've got, Hernandez, and the likes of Sarr as well, cause big problems. Dennis, I can see him on the screen now. And yeah, I think it's going to be... I'm going to say Everton 2-1.
2-1. So I think Everton are still missing their strikers, Richarlison and Calvert-Lewin. So I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw here. The next game, same time kickoff, will be Leeds against Wolves. Another very interesting game. What are you going for here?
Again, Leeds haven't started the season very well, but Wolves, they've done all right. They're sitting on 12 points out of 8 games, whereas Leeds are not doing great. 6 points out of 8 games. You'd expect Leeds to push on this season, but it hasn't gone that way. I'm going to go for a Wolves win. I think what they've got, yes, Leeds press very well, but I think Wolves on the counter-attack can hurt them very badly. We've seen how Adama Traore hurt teams. So 1-0 Wolves. It's going to be tight.
1-0 Wolves. I'm going to sit on the fence again here. I'm going to go for another 2-2 draw. I think there'll be goals here. Jimenez and the likes of Rafinha all back now to start. So I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw. Next up again, another 3 p.m. kickoff. Southampton and Burnley. Now, we've said goals in the other games. Not sure we'll have that many goals here. Do you agree?
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you on this one. I think I'm gonna say 0-0. Southampton, despite only having 7 points out of 8 games, they haven't been as bad as some people expected them to be, losing key players in Vestergaard and Danny Ings as well. And Burnley, again, 3 points out of 8 games. It's been torrid for them, but they can defend on their day. They can defend very well. But I think nil-nil.
0-0. I'm going to agree with the draw, but I'm going to go for a score draw. So Southampton 1, Burnley 1. So those are the first 5 fixtures. I'll go fast for the next 5 fixtures. The first one, again, another 3 p.m. kickoff. Crystal Palace against the money machine, Newcastle. Obviously, the money hasn't come in yet, but Crystal Palace, again, the way they outplayed Arsenal for almost 90 minutes, and Newcastle basically got outplayed by Tottenham. Funny game. Newcastle took the lead, but got outplayed for the rest of the game. I'm going to go for Crystal Palace win here. I think Newcastle will score since Wilson is back, so I'm going to go for Crystal Palace 2, Newcastle 1. How about you?
I'm going to say Crystal Palace 3-1. 3-1. I'm going to go 3-1. I think they'll score more.
That's a good victory for them. Not sure if Zaha will be back, but 2 or 3-1 let me say. The next game will be Brighton against Manchester City. Now, Brighton, obviously, this season have started very well. But as you said, you pointed out earlier on, they drew with Norwich, a disappointing result for them. And also, they drew with Arsenal, a game where they had a couple of openings. They should really have won it. So I'm going to go for Brighton 1, City 3. I think City are a machine, though. City will definitely win this one by 3-1. What are you going for?
I think Brighton will make it tight for them. Won't be easy. Graham Potter knows how to set up his team. I don't think he'll be as decisive as 3-1, but I'm going to still go for a Man City win. Say 2-1 to them.
2-1 to Manchester City. Okay, then heading into Sunday, West Ham against Tottenham, London derby. Now, Tottenham, I think last season they drew 3-3 at Tottenham Stadium.
Yeah.
And at West Ham, it's always a very good game. I remember 4-3s back in the days when they had the likes of Tevez, Berbatov. There's been a lot of very good West Ham versus Tottenham games. And I'm going to go for another. And I'm actually going to go for, I don't know if it's a surprise, but I'm going to go for a West Ham win, 3-2. West Ham 3, Tottenham 2. How about you?
Yeah, again, we saw that game last season where West Ham came from like 3 down or something, and they got a draw. And I see not something similar, but I still see a draw in this game, but with quite a few goals, so I'm going to go 2-2.
2-2, so 2-2 draw for you. And then same time on Sundays, I think it'll be a 2 p.m. kickoff. Brentford against Leicester. Leicester, Patson Daka scoring 4 goals. Brentford have looked very, very good. I mean, if it wasn't for Mendy, they would have scored like 5 goals in that game. So, I mean, surely it won't be a 0-0. So I'm going to go for, again, I'm going to go for match of the week here. I'm going to go for Brentford 3, Leicester 4.
I think Brentford are going to win it. I think I'm going to go for the Brentford win because they really deserve one against Chelsea. I think they'll be robbed. I think they'll feel robbed. Leicester coming off. Look, they were quite poor at the same time against Moscow because they got 2-0 down. But the way they returned for Patson Daka, he'll be brimming in confidence. He'll probably get 1 or 2 again, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, I think I'm going to go Brentford 3-2.
Do you think he'll start, though, or do you think he'll still go for Kelechi and Vardy?
Yeah, this was a conversation I was actually having with some Leicester fans earlier, whether Patson Daka will actually start or not. But if I was Patson Daka, I would want to play. Players in confidence just want to play. And I think if I was Brendan Rodgers, I'd be thinking the same.
That was going to be my next question. If you're Brendan Rodgers, would you play him? You've answered it perfectly. The last game, as you said earlier on, the match of the week in terms of big games, Manchester United against Liverpool. We all know this is one of the traditional rivalries before the Man United against Cities, the Liverpools against Man Cities. This was the traditional one. Big game. Liverpool are on fire. I think out of all the away games they've played this season, they've scored 3+ goals, including in the Champions League against Atletico and FC Porto. And United's defense is all over the place. I don't think they've kept 1 clean sheet the entire season, every competition. So I'm going to go for Manchester United 2, Liverpool 3. Liverpool to win this by 3-2.
Look, Man United are very up and down at the moment. Very interesting the way they're going. Oli somehow saved his job again against Atalanta. I don't know how he keeps doing it. But look, again, Liverpool, it's going to be a bigger test for them because they're not as good as Atalanta. And I think they won't get that same luck. You can't be riding off the same luck again and again. At some point, it will run out. And I think Liverpool, they just have too much quality. Salah's just looks so good this season. He stepped his game up to a level that we didn't think he would. And some of the goals he's scoring matched that as well. I'm going to go 1-0 Liverpool, though. I think it will be tight. I think United will want to make it tight. I don't think they want to lose this game. I think Oli wouldn't want to either for his job, for his security. So I'm going to say 1-0. Salah goal
Okay,
as well.
so clean sheets, another masterclass from Salah according to HJ90, another disappointing result for United. So those are the predictions for the 10 matches. Let's go to the bonus questions. One player to definitely score, HJ. You have 500 players to pick from all the matches. One player who will definitely score.
One player to definitely score. You know, I want to say Salah, but I want to say something different here. I'm going to go with... let's think. Oh, this is a tricky question. Oh God, I'm gonna say Patson Daka.
Patson Daka for Leicester against Brentford. Okay, I think around like 3 people have said Salah before in the 8 game weeks, but I'm going to go for Chelsea player. I think without Van and without Lukaku, I think Havertz will play up front, and I'm going to go for Kai Havertz to score against Norwich. And then the bonus question that could get you 5 points, and if you get these 5 points, you probably win the week. Total number of goals this match week. ZUHUM, who you know actually got this spot like 4 weeks ago. I think he predicted 25 and there were 25. I was so surprised. So I'm going to start. I'm going to go for 28 goals. I think Arsenal, Aston Villa could have a couple of goals. Chelsea, Norwich could have plenty of goals. So 28 goals. Yep.
34.
34. Wow.
I'm going 34. Yeah, 34.
That's a lot. Let's hope you don't get it right. So I'll put HJ's link to his channel, the first link in the description. Make sure to check it out. And you can follow him on Twitter as well. I'll put it in the description as well. Thank you for coming on, man.
Thank you, bro. Thank you always for coming on. Let's just hope for a good match week of football as well. The cricket's on as well on Sunday, so I'll be tuning into that as long as the football. But yeah. Good weekend.
Awesome, man. Thank you very much for coming on. Thank you for watching. Make sure to comment your predictions, which team will score the most goals, and catch up with you guys on the next one.